that would have been my next question. Are you satisfied with Big Wheel Recreations?
Can of worms. Can of worms. Can of worms. In the past, yes. We were very close with the label, and they definitely have done a lot of good for us. But at the point we are now, the relationship doesn't really exist how it existed in the past, and so we need to move on to a different label.
So you haven't had any talks to some other labels, or?
We have, but it's a very difficult time to find a record label, I think, because the music industry is like losing so much money. So it's like, I don't know, we just need to find someone who's capable of doing what we want to do. And it's kind of like, there's so many new labels popping up too that are like, oh yeah, we can do this for you, and it's like, there's nothing to look in their past and see what they're able to do. So like, it's a lot of, it's almost like gambling almost, I guess. Like every label's gonna be able to do something, but being in such a free position of like getting to choose any record label that wants us, it's like there's so much, like everyone has everything to say, and it's kind of like, I don't know, it's a little overwhelming.
But you're going to stay with Defiance in Europe, or?
Our deal with Defiance is they licensed that one record, so it would really depend on the next label we went to. If the next label we went to already had a European section, you know how some labels like Epitaph or something has like American and European. So if we went to a label like that, then we couldn't do our next record with Defiance. But if we went to another indie that doesn't have a European label, then we could have the choice to license Defiance. We love Defiance too. Hafi, Roland, and Steen are great dudes. I don't know if you know them. They're very, very fun. We hung out with them last night.
I would like to talk to you about the video for Too Simple Plan.
Okay.
Did you do it on your own, or?
Pretty much. We had two filmers who kind of basically wanted to do it for the experience, because we gave them basically no money. But yeah, it was just like us choosing what we wanted to do. We were like, okay, let's do this, and okay, we filmed it, and then it took us like 4 days, and then the guy who did it was actually from California, and we were living in Boston. So he took all the footage back to California, and 2 months later, he was like, here you go.
Does any station play it, or is it just for your website? Because I think we got it from the website, and I haven't seen it.
MTV2 played it a few times.
They did?
Yeah, probably at like 1:30 in the morning. I think they played it on 120 minutes, which is like late at night. And I heard that, where was it?
Or maybe one of the stations in the UK.
Yeah, somewhere in the UK played it too.
P Rock or P something.
Yeah.
Like a music station.
We just hear stories because, like, obviously we don't have much time to watch TV, so people will be like, I saw it. It was on here. And we're like, really? And they're like, yeah. And then I'll ask people, and they'll be like, no, it wasn't on there. So, like, we've heard it's played on places, but it's not like, it was never really made with the intention of like, yeah, this is going to get on MTV or something. It's kind of like, let's do a video because why not? We might as well practice doing a video in case we like, just to see if we like it, because filming a video is kind of a weird thing, I think.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's good.
I think it's good too, but it's almost, I don't know, like, it's like, yeah, when you do a video, I don't know, I see a lot of videos where I'm like, I would never do that. Like videos where bands paint themselves all black and shit, or just like, whenever I see like a video where there's a very weird scenario that would never really happen in real life, I'm kind of like, I would never do that. Like, do people actually like this? So when I'm going to do a video, it's kind of like, I want to make sure that I don't look at it a month later and be like, why did I do that?
The only thing I missed in the video was the kids singing the intro.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been great.
That would have been great. Yeah. Short notice. We did it in like a few days and worked with what we had, basically.
What is it about the 80s? Because like in your songs, I always hear David Lee Roth, Van Halen, and all these things. Have you been influenced by the 80s so much? Or?
I think we all have, growing up in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
How old are you guys?
I'm 23.
I'm 24. 21. So yes, we've definitely been influenced by the 80s. I don't think Travis purposely picked the theme, like in writing those songs. Like it's not like we have a love just for the 80s, but I'm sure being like in an age where that's where you first start listening to music, like in the 80s, like Van Halen Jump, man, that was like the first video that I really saw where I got real psyched on music. But yeah, I'd say it was just like that's the age of your life where you really turn into a person with a personality, right?
Yeah.
So it's like whether you force it or not, those influences are gonna come out.
There's another theme which is I think like your albums and your like, if you compare sometimes Friends Fight with the last record, they are pretty different. But I think you always Travis is always singing about the same topics.
Yeah.
I feel like, for example, Friends. You always hear the word Friends in nearly every song.
Yeah.
Or girls, or just. It's just great to see that he's always singing about the same things, but the music sounds so different.
I agree.
So, are friends very important for you, or just
Of course.
So you?
Where would you be without your friends? Yeah.
So you've been as a band, you've been friends for a long time? Or?
Yeah, I started playing drums for them 2 years ago, but I've known them forever, just playing in other bands. Is that out?
Yeah.
Good. Flip.
Back to the mess that hand.
Food's ready.
Oh yeah.
It's like bread with soy chunks in it and like salad
can't
on
wait.
top, salad, you know?
Food. We love food and friends.
Just like
Friends
Jonathan
and
Richmond,
food.
we all love food.
Okay. So.
What were we talking about?
Friends.
Friends.
Okay. You're from Boston, right?
From Boston, but we now live in Los Angeles.
Or live since when?
Since September.
Why? I've been there once and I was really disappointed. The only thing
Yeah?
I liked a lot was Santa Monica. The rest was just like, oh, great. This is Hollywood. This is the Hollywood Boulevard. This is Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And
Well, I mean, we don't go to those places though. We don't really.
Yeah.
You guys ever go down Hollywood Boulevard really?
Like,
I'm
I've-
trying to avoid
sometimes.
those kind of places.
I think we went there because we had a chance in our lives to like do anything we wanted, and we were kind of all like, why don't we just go to California? The weather's awesome, like it'll be a nice change. We'll like be able to relax and have so much different influences to like write music and just have different opportunities, because we've all lived in New England our whole lives. Like Travis lived in Colorado for a little bit, but other than that, we've all been in the same area, and it's like how often in your life do you have the chances to go wherever you want and live? You know what I mean? So I think we kind of just took a chance, and California is a beautiful place. Like whenever we go to tour there, we're always wanting to have more time to go to all the beaches and stuff, and like you can go 15 miles outside of Los Angeles and be in the mountains, and there's like nobody around, and there's like such beautiful trees and stuff, and weird flowers and plants, but the people suck.
yeah, I heard that a couple of times that the bands move there. Like only have this one example at the drive-in.
Yeah.
That they really hate the city. Or like Henry Rollins, he's always saying.
I don't. Or
Doesn't
maybe
like-
they hate the city. I feel like I don't hate the city at all. I think it's a great city. I just think that the people there
Jokes.
are not the best people. Think about the people that are there. They're either people who have grown up around all the glamour and movie making and famous people, or they're people that move there to be a part of that. So it's mostly people who are just trying to be at the top, and so they'll do anything, and they're all sketchy, and they'll all use you, and so. But you can go there and just live somewhere and live your life and just live in California, and it so happens to be that it's Los Angeles, and it's still a pretty place, and there's still a lot of things to do for people like us, and so I don't know, I like it so far.
So what do you do